like an early spring cleaning day for me, not as in like the mess spring cleaning, but like wiring and networking and stuff like that. Yeah, that's not good. By no means, it's not even close to perfect, but that's all I can do right now without having to unplug everything. Alright, so the problem with my room, every few months I rearrange how this desk is, or I move something completely. Typically every time I do it, it's because I found a problem with the original setup and I've got to fix it. And it's getting to the point now that I've got it pretty well set, like it's not a big problem, like there's no big problems. The biggest problem that I need to fix involves this battery backup. The problem that I have is my priorities at the time were way off. I didn't think about what needed to be on battery backup and what doesn't. So right now, what's on battery backup is that switch. Don't look at that cable mess. I gotta work on that. But that switch, my little Airport Express box is on battery backup here, so I don't lose internet. Which my router is on a APC battery backup out there, so when the power does go out, we don't lose internet. My system's on battery backup. This monitor is on battery backup. The PlayStation is on battery backup. The biggest reason I put the PlayStation on battery backup was just so if I was in the middle of a game and the internet, or not the internet, but the power went out, it wouldn't die out. I would have enough time to shut it off properly. Or finish the game. I mean, this thing's pretty beast. It lasts for a while. So really, the only thing is that I need to change is that guy, the MyCloud backup dude, is not on battery backup. So if I was in the middle of transferring data and the power went out or the power flickered, we could cause some serious problems. So I'm gonna get him on battery backup. All right. So now you can see. This thing's been unplugged, so it's running. We're looking at 51 minutes with everything that's on right now. That switch is still on. The computer is still on. That one monitor is still on. The PlayStation is still on. That guy is still on. That guy is still on. And that's, you can't tell, but that switch is still on. Like, the modem part of it, it provides faster speeds, which is a good thing, but the signal on it isn't very good. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter what we use, we never get good signal here. And it's mainly because our house is so freaking long, I can't reach. So I have another router that usually lives right over here, but down into the office, but there's concrete walls that separate here. And I think it's having a problem getting connectivity, because when I sit in the kitchen, which is right here, when I sit over there, and the original one sits over there, but down in the living room, it's like a dead zone, and I don't know why. So I've seen a lot of people do this, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to put the router up here, and I'm going to put it somewhere roughly near this. I just recently did this about 5 months ago. I redid all of our TV stuff because where all this stuff is sitting was just a huge rat's nest of cable. No joke, I pulled out probably 11 splitters from installers putting it. They suck. So I put this nice guy in there. It's got just one splitter in it. And then I fancied all this stuff up. And then I ran all of the actual cable down the center, and then when it got to wherever it needed to go, it just 90'd to it instead of diagonal running like a lot of this stuff is. Alright, so to get internet to over here, I'm going to run, my room is way back over there. I'm just going to run a Cat 6 cable from my room and that 16 port switch and just run it down the center over into here and figure out where I'm going to put the router. I got an outlet there, so that's good. Well, for now, that's the plan, is just to set it right there. I don't know if the duct is going to cause a problem with signals. It may or may not. That's just something that we're going to have to do a trial and error on. I was going to attach it to the thing like I have this box, but that router doesn't have any holes to hang it, which is stupid. So It's just gonna sit there. I'll play around and move it and stuff like that. I'll leave slack in the cable so I can move it around. But now it's time to run a cable. Here's the moment of truth. Awesome. It's in order and it's not skipping any. Good deal. Alright, well I think I fixed the Wi-Fi problem. Everything so far seems to be working good, but you're not really gonna, like, Wi-Fi, internet's one of them things where you don't really know until you test it for a few days, because to do some of the stuff I had to do, some stuff had to be reset, and when it gets reset it typically works better for a little while, then it starts degrading as time goes on. So I'll keep you updated with that project, plus some of it's going to be redone again whenever I get the new router in. So, I mean, that's basically kind of a holdover until then, because I got to the point I couldn't watch YouTube from the kitchen. The kitchen was just a huge dead spot, and I think it's because the concrete walls that surround the majority of it. So now the router hovers right over the kitchen, and it connects perfectly fine so far. So we'll go from there.